family, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel, you guys. So today I'm going to talk about something I wanted to talk about for a long time, but I haven't just gotten courage to do so because I felt like people were gonna attack me for my opinions, because I have some strong opinions. But let's just do it. Let's just do it. So to those of you who know me personally, you should already know that I had a baby like my final year at the varsity. Like I had a baby that time. Yeah, I had a baby on my final year. I mean, during my final year at the varsity. So, and me and the father broke up like 6 months into, when I was 6 months pregnant. That's when I broke up with him because, of course, of some reasons. But I'm not blaming people. So today, whatever I'm gonna say it because of what I've experienced in life. So everything I'm gonna say is about what I know, what I've experienced. It's all my opinions. So I'm sure they're gonna be strong. They're gonna be strong opinions, and some of you might feel offended. But just, if you feel like I'm offending you guys, you can just not watch this episode and continue with the other one. Or if you feel like you don't want to watch my things at all, then it's okay. I'll respect your decisions. So I came up with some points that I've noticed in my years, like, of living here, like what I've. So the reason we broke up was because of some infidelities, not on my side. You know, like, it's not easy, like calling somebody and they tell you, no, don't call me, I'm with my girl, and you're pregnant, 6 months pregnant, and you're being told, don't call me, I'm with my girl. Just imagine how that will feel. One thing I want you ladies to take out of this is that you should be able to live. Be proud, keep your head high, and just live. And that is one of the mistakes I feel like my fellow ladies make. You feel stuck in a relationship. You keep on feeling like you can change somebody. You go like, oh, we've been together for 4 years. We've gone through hard times. But what you're forgetting is that those hard times are man-made. That guy is the one who came up with, or who manufactured those hard times for you guys to go through them. So that doesn't matter. It's not hard times together. It's going through his prison or going through his hell. So I feel like sometimes we don't like going ahead or leaving a relationship just because we want to prove people wrong, that, oh, I can take care of this, I can change this guy, I can be with him through thick and thin, and maybe he will realize that I've been there for him and all that. Of course, this works for some people, but not all of them. And you can come here with a list of all the people who it worked on, and trust me, you can't give me more than 10 people, because a person, it's hard for you to change a person. A person will change because they love you, and it's not up to you to change them. And if you feel like they are broken, if you feel like they are some type of way, it's not wrong for you to move ahead and go and get what you want, what you deserve. So me saying this is gonna it's gonna make some people confused, or it's gonna make some people feel or get big heads and go like, oh, I can move in, or I can move on, I can get somebody. But so this brings us to the point that you get what you allow. You get treated the way you allow people to treat you. So if somebody treats you bad today and you don't act on it, you just keep quiet, tomorrow he will still repeat that, or she will still repeat that, because they feel like, oh, this is okay, it's fine for me to do this, so I can do it again because you didn't say anything last time, or because he didn't say anything last time. So I feel like most of the time we are treated the way we want to be treated. Like, if somebody is treating you bad, you allowed them to treat you bad because you didn't react, you didn't act on what they did before. So I I feel like if you want to be treated a different kind of way, say it. Don't just stick around and just feel like, oh, maybe he'll change. He won't. People don't read minds, and that's one thing my husband reminded me about. Like, I can read your mind. So you go like, oh, maybe he'll change. How will he know that you're not fine with whatever he said? It's for you to say it so that they know. I'm sure I've already said this. Some of my other ladies feel like they need to stay in a relationship just to prove that they are good women. Growing up, our parents endured a lot. Like, our mothers endured a lot from our fathers, and our mothers endured a lot from our fathers, and it feels like whoever endured so much pain is regarded a strong woman. And most of our ladies don't, like, they didn't move away from this cultural trap. Like, they feel like they have to keep up with a guy just for them to be regarded as a good woman. I don't feel so. Like, if somebody doesn't meet your expectations, and these expectations I'm going to talk about later, but if somebody doesn't meet these expectations that I'm going to talk about later, then leave. You're giving them a chance to move on and get somebody they deserve, and you are also going to move on and get somebody you deserve. So don't get stuck just trying to prove a point that you are a good woman. Because you are a good woman, of course, to somebody who's going to appreciate you. But if you are with the wrong person, no matter how good of a woman you are, it's not going to matter. So don't get stuck in a relationship just to try and prove a point. That brings me to another point, which is the type. I'm sure we ladies have the type. Well, my friends will know, like me I'm talking about, but wow, did I just say Mia? Anyways, my friends will know that I don't agree with these things. Like, you go like, oh, this person is not my type because he's not tall, he's not okay, he's not tall, he doesn't have what is this, he doesn't have a six-pack, he doesn't have his English is not good, what, you know, those are the characteristics that can disappear, especially the six-pack and the height and the beauty and whatnot, you know. Those are the qualities that can disappear. If you just look at a person and tell them or tell yourself that you are willing to open up and learn about this person, then of course you're going to learn about that person, and you're going to see some other qualities that you were not even expecting to see in them because you were already judging them according to their physical appearances. What I'm trying to say here is that don't throw away your standards, because I feel like everybody has standards which are like, oh, I can't go lower than this, I can be treated bad, I can't, you know, like there are standards, and then there is this type thing we talk about as ladies, like, he's not my type, like, I don't like such people. Just get to know somebody, get to know the heart, because that's the quality that doesn't go away. Because if you just keep on focusing on how the person look, how the person walks and all that, that's not gonna work. What I've also noticed is that even if you feel like, oh, this person is not tall enough for me, if you just give that person a chance, you might even end up seeing that, oh, this person is a little bit tall, or I don't think the height matters anymore. I've seen a lot of people who are going on like, no, I don't think I would date a Panyama. I don't think I would date a Mbalan. I don't think I would date what. And then they ended up marrying that tribe. Or no, I'm not going to date anyone short. And then they're going to end up marrying a short person. So those, my type thing, you should look away from them for a minute until you learn a person, like the inside of a person, who the person wants, who the person is, what the person wants in their life and all that. So that's what matters in life. That brings me to another topic, which is the bad qualities in a man. Like, I feel like and I told you, like, if you've been here since the beginning of the video, you know already, because you've heard me telling you that I had a baby in my final years at the university. I feel like maybe the person I was dating then has always been the cheating type, or has always been a lying type, or has always been the type that he is. I just didn't see it because I was stupid to see it. I was blind. Maybe the red flags were already there. The thing that I need to tell you guys is that give it time. Bad character doesn't take time to come out. If a person is a bad person, you will see. And don't ignore red flags. So talking about the red flags, these are just the things that you know that something is off. Like, and this goes along also with your instincts. You just know that something is off, but you still keep going on dating this person. I'm gonna give you an example of a red flag. You go in a relationship with a guy, like you meet a guy, you start talking, and then you just find out that that guy has a 6-month-old baby with another lady. Why would you stay in a relationship with that person if they just have a 6-month-old baby with another person? Why would you think they're gonna treat you better? How would you even think that they're gonna be different with you? And how much time did they have to heal from that, 6 months relationship they just had? Like, how much time did they have to heal? So don't ignore red flags. Those are just simple, but other red flags includes like somebody just answering you bad, like just bad, like a word comes out so bad. I feel like people make mistakes of saying words they don't really mean, but sometimes that word maybe just came unconsciously, but they wanted to say that. So just keep track. I feel like a lot of relationships that failed had a lot of red flags, but as ladies, we try to ignore them and thinking those guys will change. Those things will never change. Because if you keep on like, okay, let me say, you try to keep on like, oh, I'll date this guy, it's okay, this doesn't bother me that much, and then you keep on dating them, okay. Then the things just start coming, and then you just keep on ignoring. They come, the red flags are protruding, they're right there, you can see them, but just feel like, oh, I love this guy, I'm not gonna call him. And then 2 minutes later you're gonna call him. So one thing also is that we need to be strong as ladies. You need to be strong. You can't just go around like bending over your knees, like you can't just keep on like going back to the same guy who has mistreated you. There's a lot out there, and I'm sure our culture also played a role in this. Like, they try to shame you for dating 2, 3, 4, 5 guys because, oh, you're gonna finish them all. Let them get finished, because what I'm trying to get is not in this one. But just make sure this one you're leaving behind doesn't really have the qualities that a woman needs. Otherwise, you're gonna leave a good thing because it's not your type, just to go get somebody who's your type, and they will still treat you different. But don't get stuck in that relationship because you are afraid of finishing them all. Don't let your culture trap you in that relationship prison of you're gonna finish them all just because you're scared. Oh no, I can't. Oh no, I'm gonna finish them all. That's what I told myself after the baby, that, well, if I'm not getting what I want, then I move on. I'm what I am, and somebody out there is gonna appreciate me. Somebody out there is gonna see I'm beautiful. Somebody out there is gonna see I'm smart, and I found it, and I'm proud to say I feel appreciated, I feel respected. You say something and you feel like somebody really puts into consideration before they answer. It's not just you say something and then you're like, I don't feel like blah 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 blah. So just try to feel appreciated and move on if you need to, and keep track of the red flags. Well, this brings me to the last point. This point is very important. So I'll start with the young ones, the young girls. Please, young girls, listen to me. Do not get pregnant. Do not. You have to wait. I know, seriously, I know I had a baby and all that. And I'm saying this because I know, and I'm saying it all out of experience. So if you feel like it's okay, you want to make your own mistakes, go ahead, do it. No, I'm not going to even say. No, I'm not even going to say go ahead and do it, because it's not good. Do not do it. Do not fall pregnant. Don't let a man trap you into, I want a baby, and you are in love and you feel like, oh, I'm going to give him a baby just because he says so, and you are in love and you're blind. Do not do it. A man who loves you, a man who wants you, can also just wait. And if they feel like they want a baby so bad, they can marry you. Marriage is not that expensive, or the wedding. Unless you want to make it expensive, you can just go to the magistrate and get married, and somebody will come in saying, oh, well, you can still get married and they will leave you. Of course, they will leave you, but at least you had assurance that that person wanted you for real and they were willing to take another step of marrying you. So do not fall for that trap. And if you feel like you can't like keep away from getting pregnant and all that, take family planning. That's one thing also our culture shamed us so much about. Like, do not take, oh, kwakwato depo. So what if you end up having 7 kids? That those people are still gonna be the ones laughing at you while you have 7 kids, because you didn't want to take the family planning, you didn't want to take pills just because you were scared of what they're gonna say. And then now you have 7 kids, they are laughing at you because, oh, she keeps on giving birth. Then what can I do? Do not just fall for these cultural standards or village whatever standard. I'm a village lady and I don't shame people for taking family planning. Well, I understand also before I didn't also know what it was really, and now it was just in the village and I was not exposed to a lot, and I was like, oh, I'll never take that. Of course, till now I feel like it's about, I mean, it's up to a woman to take it. Like, if you feel like you can just keep away from, you know what, then just take pills, like take the family planning. That's for the young ones. But the main point is, do not fall pregnant. Do not. To the ones with 1 kids, to the women with 1 kids, it's okay. You made a mistake. I made it too. But do not make another mistake like that. You know? This brings me, like, it takes you again, you can still refer to the message I gave to the young ones, like those ones without kids. So if you have 1 kid, it's fine. You made 1 mistake. So now, don't make another one. Whether with a new guy, whether with the previous guy, do not make a 2nd kid with a person who didn't marry you. Because at first, I know, I understand, like, oh, at first maybe I made this baby, unless you don't believe in marriage, which it's okay. Some people don't believe in marriages and they feel like, oh, their clock is ticking and they get babies. Of course, you can do that, but if you feel like you're going to complain after, if that person, the 2nd person leaves you, then do not give them a baby. If they really love you, if they really want to be with you, they're going to put a ring on it. And I promise you, if somebody sees your worth, they're gonna make an honest woman out of you. So do not fall for, I'll give you a baby. I'm sure most of my friends are gonna feel like, oh, maybe I'm talking about them or something, but I love you guys. I love you, and it hurts me so much to see you getting hurt all over again. But one day you're just gonna go like, what the heck? If you have 1 kid, I told myself, like, oh, maybe if this is the only child I'm gonna have, let it be the only child. Until somebody marries me, I'm not gonna have another child. Because, and I don't even know who told me that. It just came into my head, and I feel like it's a little bit of a good thing to live about, you know. So to those with 1 kid, do not make that same mistake again. So the ones with 2 kids, from the same father or from different fathers, it's still okay. Like, you have your kids, you love them and all that. Don't just make the 3rd one. So they say, how do you say? Lie to me once, shame on me. Lie to me twice, shame on you. And
see, this fool me once, Shame on you. Fool me, we can't get fooled. Fool me, we can't get fooled.
I'm sure you also have strong opinions about what I've just said. So if you feel like I've said something which is not true, you can just comment down below your views on what you think about a certain something that I said. So that's it for you today, guys. So if you feel like I've said something which doesn't make sense to you, you can just comment down below your views. And if you feel like I've said something which you agree with, please also just comment down below. To the new viewers, please hit the thumbs up if you like the video, if you like, and please subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other videos I've uploaded. So, and if you feel like there's something more you want me to talk about, please just put it down into the into the comment box, and I'll read it and I'll try to respond to you guys.